Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Neil Got the Dragon, and today we are here to talk about a character I am looking forward to, Black Swan. Now, Black Swan is a Nihility character, which is one of my favorite type of characters to use because with me having a Kafka fully built up, she and her will work really well together. So I cannot wait to pull for her. And also, Black Swan has her own special dot that she can apply based on whether or not enemies have other dots on them. So if an enemy has Wind Shear, Bleed, Burn, or Shock, she will apply her own special dot called Arcana. And because she's a Nihility Wind character, she also applies Wind Shear, so she's basically almost guaranteed to trigger it, as long as you have a decent hit rate. Now, what Arcana basically does, well, it does different things depending on how many stacks. Once you have 3 stacks on them, it inflicts wind damage to the target and enemy targets next to them. If you get 7 stacks, it ignores some of their defense, which for dot characters is amazing because the more attack and the less defense the enemy has, the more damage it's obviously going to do. Now, any stacks under that, it just adds more damage multiplier to it. So we don't have the actual numbers yet, so we can't go over that. Now, with her skill, she basically does a burst damage type skill. So she'll apply Arcana to the main enemy and the enemies next to him. And it also can reduce defense. So basically, she not only debuffs them with dots, she also works like Pela and does defense breaks with her skill. Which now I'm thinking, I don't think there's any other character that does that right now. Not with their skill, at least. I think it's just Pela with her AoE ultimate. But yeah, that is an amazing thing to have as a skill. An AoE defense break is great for any team. And then with her ultimate, this is an AoE attack, and it applies Infinity. Basically, Infinity, what's it say? Yeah, it allows her Arcana to basically act as a Wind Shear, Bleed, Burn, and Shock damage all at once. And it triggers Arcana for 1 extra turn, so it doesn't go away when the enemy moves. It basically lasts for 2 enemy turns. Usually once Arcana is on the enemy, it goes away after their first turn. You gotta restack them up again. Now, since you have to stack up Arcana so much, basically you want some serious speed on her, so she can get as many stacks as possible, so you can do as much damage as possible. Now, as far as her technique, basically she has the chance to flick Arcana as soon as the battle starts, which is very useful because you want as many stacks as you can get as fast as possible. And basically it looks like if it flicks an enemy with it, it'll keep going until it fails to flick. So basically it can just, as long as if you have a ridiculous high hit rate, I don't know if this is connected to hit rate, it doesn't say. But if it is connected to hit rate, this can get all the stacks you need at the beginning of a fight. So that means it's a very strong technique potentially. And with her traces, everything gets even stronger, of course. So for her first trace, after using the skill to hit an enemy with Wind Shear, Bleed, Burn, or Shock, each debuffs respectively have a chance of inflicting 1 extra stack of Arcana. So basically, any Nihility character works extremely well with her. Like, the more dots you can put on them, the faster she gets more Arcana on them. Now, for her second trace, there's a chance to inflict 1 stack of Arcana when the target enters battles. So basically, this is connected to her talent. Every time an enemy target receives dot during a single attack by an ally, there's a chance for the target to be inflicted with 1 stack of Arcana. There's a limit to the number of Arcana stacks that can be inflicted on the enemy in a single attack. Now, we're not sure what that limit is, but basically this will allow you to, again, to stack them real fast. which is what you're going to really need in order to pop off with her. And then her last talent increases damage dealt to the unit by, increases damage dealt by this unit by an amount equal to a certain percentage of the effect hit rate to a limit. Now again, we don't know what that limit is yet, but that means high hit rate equals high damage. Kind of like Ruin May, how high break effect means high damage with her. So basically for Black Swan, you're going to want to go massive speed, high hit rate, and high attack. Because that's all I care about attack. You don't really need to worry about crit damage or crit rate because she's an agility character. Everything's about dots. So you want to go high attack speed and high hit rate. But yeah, I cannot wait for her to come out. Everything she does looks amazing. Like, look at this. Her technique, her attacks, even her skill. She drops a freaking giant chandelier on them. And her ultimate is basically this. This is like something from Jujutsu Kaisen. Like you in a domain effect right here. Like, look at this. But yeah, I cannot wait for her to come out. I am pulling for her immediately. And I'm most likely going for her light cone too. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about her because I cannot wait for her to come out. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.